So to understand this more clearly, let us try to analyze that what happens once the voltage is applied to a switching diode. Okay, so here we are having a, let us consider this is a diode circuit. Okay, so here we are having a diode, PN junction diode. Let us consider it as a silicon diode itself. So here we are applying an voltage. Okay, so I am applying a voltage. What happens to a diode? Okay, so we analyze this by using this circuit. So here we are having a diode. So the cut-in voltage is VD and the resistance is R. Okay, so I am considering a graph such that the x-axis will indicate the time and the y-axis will indicate this voltage, the input voltage that will apply to a circuit. So here we are having, so on the x-axis I am taking as a time, and in the y-axis we are considering as an input voltage. Okay, so at time t is equals to t1, that before at t is equals to t1 we are giving a voltage as a forward voltage Vf. Okay, after t is equals to t1 we are giving this voltage as a minus Vr. Okay, so this is a voltage is applied to this circuit. Okay, before at t is equals to, before t is equals to t1 the voltage is Vf, that is applied to this circuit, and after t is equals to t1 the Vr is applied to this circuit. Okay, so before t is equals to t1 the voltage v is equals to Vf is applied, then that is in the forward bias under a steady state condition. Okay, so it is a forward bias under steady state. Okay, and it is also a reverse biased after t is equals to t1, so the diode will be in reverse bias under steady state. This is also a under steady state. Before t is equals to t1 the diode is under forward bias under the steady state, and after t is equals to t1 the diode is under reverse bias under steady state, and the time at t is equals to t1 it will be switched from this forward bias to reverse bias, right? So there is a sudden instantaneous change from this forward bias to a reverse bias. For ideal sense there is no time required to change from this here to here. I am explained this earlier only, but in practical sense there is a requirement of time to switch from this forward bias to a reverse bias. For a practical sense there is a time required to change from this forward bias to a reverse bias. Okay, so we can analyze this by using a, consider an open circuit PN junction diode. Okay, so we are analyzing how this diode will takes the time to change, switch from this on state to half state and half state to on state. Okay, so there is a requirement of time at t is equals to t1. Yeah, the diode is changes from this forward bias to a reverse bias, so it takes the time for a practical sense, because there is a minority charge carrier concentration present in the diode. Due to that minority charge carrier concentration there is a requirement of time to change from this on state to half state or half state to on state. Okay, so how this we can, now we are going to learn about this one. Okay, how the minority carrier concentration will affect the diode to switch from this on state to half state, and how this diode will take the time to switch this on state to half state. Okay, here we are considering a simple PN junction diode, P type and N type. So N type is an heavily doped means nothing but the concentration of electrons over here are more, okay, as compared to the concentration in the holes in the P type material. Okay, so here the N type is heavily doped, okay, and the P type is lightly doped as compared to the N type material. Okay, so here are the electrons are the minority carriers and the holes are the majority carriers over here, and the electrons are the majority carriers in N type material and the holes are the minority carriers. Okay, so the electron concentration is high in N type material because here we are considering it as a heavily doped. Okay, Okay, I'm guessing simple PN junction diode. Okay, I am